Very nice. Very, very, very nice gun.
Very nice indeed.
There you go. Weihrauch HW110 thumb-hole laminate. I decided I was going to spoil us all yesterday because I'm waiting for something else that's a little bit special and it's not coming until next Tuesday. So I got this. Bye bye to the Rainson. Which was a nice gun anyway, like, but next level shooting these, aren't they? Yeah, it's beautiful in every way. Definitely a contender for the S510 Walnut. Accuracy wise, I haven't even cleaned the barrel, fresh out of the box yesterday, and I set it up with some QYS 9.56s, the streamline I think it's called or something. Hole on hole, talking 7-8mm groups at 20 yards. Absolutely ridiculous accuracy. And talk about comfortable in every way. And the way it's made, the ergonomics, everything's absolutely spot on. Every movement you make. So a really nice shaped, ergonomic, not overly soft, not overly hard, rubber adjustable recoil pad. Goes up and down. You've got, I think it's a 6mm in there. So yeah, hexagon head. Loosen it off, slide it up and down, your suited position. And the wonderful, wonderful stock. It's unbelievably nice. I've handled quite a few air rifles, but everything about this is, it exudes quality. They've gone to a lot of effort with these, definitely. And I think it is a bit of a market leader. I've never been a fan of Weihrauch. I wasn't keen because of the polymer ballistic block plastic, you know, but I work with composites and plastics myself, so I've got a slight understanding, you know, what goes on with them. So yeah, quite happy to get this. Beautiful, beautiful gun, like I said. It's got a little W for Weihrauch in there. We've got some gorgeous, feels like laser stippling in there. You know, it's not checkered so much, it's kind of stippled, but grip wise, it's very definite. And from here to here, you reach, you're talking 290mm. I can live with that, even though I'm a short ass. You know, it's still not uncomfortable at all, still easy to shoulder, very steady as well. Cheek comb, that's ambidextrous, along with the rest of it. And you know, I can see where they're coming from with the angle of it, because if you need to get higher up, move your scope further back. You know, it's down to how every individual shoots. And one of the nice touches that I like about the thumb-hole is it's sort of set up for a bag rider. But not only that, when you're on the bench, because I would say with this stock you're talking predominantly bench shooting, but with me this bugger's going out testing, I'm telling you. And I'm really quite looking forward to it, and I believe someone else is.
I have indeed.
He's smuggling away. I've had trouble getting it off of him actually, but there we go. And yeah, you know, when you're on the bench, it's actually scalloped out here. There's a little bit there, so that, you know, when you're setting up and you're supporting the stock with your hand, where your thumb and index finger, it's very, very good, very nice. It's unbelievably nice. You know, the chaps that have designed it all, they've gone to an awful lot of trouble. It's got a lovely chunky trigger guard. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I'm sure that if you did have the unwanted accident of dropping it, it'd take it. And the flat blade trigger, it's set out of the box. It's not feather light, but it is light. And the first action's so usable, I suppose. And the length of it, everything about it's oh. And then the second stage, you know you've got to it, and you know when it's going to go off. It's amazing. We get to the point about the side pull lever. Even though it's plastic, feels like metal. Operates real smooth. You know, the magazine release lever there. Now, I believe this is where people, in some of the reviews, and people that own them no doubt, might take a little bit of an issue. But me personally, I can't see what the issue is, because if you're on a bench you can use multiple fingers on both hands. So, you know, if you need to hold the lever up in the air and use your other hand, use your other hand. If you're out in the field, different again, because those who go out pesting, they'll know full well that you're not using magazine after magazine after magazine, the same as you are when you're bench shooting and target shooting. When you're out in the field, you've got 10 shots in there, and I can bet you your bottom dollar it's going to take between half an hour to an hour and a half for you to use those shots up, depending on how much there is about. People who do that know what it's like. You can sit for ages. So you're not going to be changing the magazine that often. So yeah, it's well engineered, that side of it. Yes, I can see the reason for it, because it's solid, it's secure, and I think it aids with the consistency as well. But in all honesty, magazine wise, this has got to be one of the easiest for loading. It's so simple, you can't get it the wrong way around. And yeah, you've got a little marker, you're supposed to keep that at the bottom when you put it in. I haven't bothered, because apparently when it finishes round the other side and you're going to take your last shot, that's visible at a certain point. You know, it can reference all that in the comprehensive catalogue that you get with it. It is lovely and quiet. You know, all you can hear is the motion, very little noise out the front. The safety is on both sides, so it's truly ambidextrous in that sense. Even though the sightal lever's on the right hand side, I do believe it can be turned around, so it can be sightled on the left hand side, but you have to do that at point of order. Yeah, the actual shouldering, everything about it, the positioning, it's light enough, this, to be able to hold it one-handed and still be on target. So anyone who's got left hand lever, you know, you're quite capable of remaining on target in any circumstances. Now the cylinder, it's the Weihrauch Sport full cartridge, and I believe it's 105cc or 0.105 of a litre. Don't know what it is in Imperial, but it's really, really nicely made, nicely finished. All the screen printings, high resolution, good quality. But you've got a natty little fill port plug that comes with it, very easy to use. And I've put a Foster fast fill on there, but that's one that comes with it, the fill adapter. It does come in a nice little presentation box in a big cardboard box, but just for the sake of it and for moving it around, I've thrown it in this crowd box for now, and just a little bit of protection, because we've got quite a bit to do with it. So yeah, you've got a weaver rail on the top, and then you get Weihrauch's own Picatinny rail, and it's got the pre-drilled holes in there, and they actually screw into metal, into a threaded piece of metal within the stock. So yeah, really clever, because the countersunk, you put them in there, it's real solid, and good idea, well done Weihrauch. You've obviously thought it all out. You've got your manometer at the front, so easy to read, you don't even have to look directly. It's a 200 bar fill, it's 105cc like I said, and it looks like it's comfortably doing 8 magazines, because I've already done 6. There's probably enough to do a couple more magazines in there. So yeah, and that's comfortable, that's with no drop off. And the barrel, I believe it's a 300 barrel. It's very effective, and this is the new Weihrauch silencer that comes with it. That's already fitted. I've decided to mount the hood 6x24x50 front parallax light up reticles, because it deserves it. I know it's a little bit big, but it doesn't affect the weight. It's so nicely balanced, everything about it. And yeah, you do get the 2 magazines, like I say. Prices vary, as I understand it, but most of them seem to be well over £1,000, which I think is quite respectable for something of this quality. Even though it's got the ballistic polymer block, and I understand that there are issues with drop off in power after a few months, The people have sent them back to Weihrauch and they've come back and then they've lost power again later on, dropping from 11.8 down to 10 foot-pound. You know, there's places you can send them to. I understand that there's a bit of a waiting list at Weihrauch, but well, yeah, I'm sure that they'd come to some kind of arrangement because they send stuff off to other shops anyway. A lot of people send them off to HW tuning up Nottinghamshire way. There's plenty of people who've been using them since they came out and they still love them. So yeah, let's see how we get on, shall we? And get it on a little 20-yarder to start with. Thanks a lot. See ya.